guys, it's time to get the AU ready for the 2025 drift season. So this car's been sitting around for a few months now. It needs a new clutch cable. It's got broken headlights. It needs heaps. It's been sitting around that long that I can't even remember what it needs fully. So we'll figure it out as we go. But I do have a few plans for this car before it does get on the track this year. So we're going to put a Haltech in it, just run it on E85, non-turbo, just see what it makes. So I'm going to do before and after runs on the dyno, see what it made beforehand. The motor does have 420,000 Ks on it, so it's not the healthiest, but we'll see how we go. So yeah, stick along for the ride. Sorry, it's been about a year since I've taken a video out in the shed. I just didn't see myself making any events in 2024. So I'm definitely I'm going to try and do the full drift season in the AU for 2025. Should be pretty sick. Let's start pulling it apart. I'm not even sure that I've properly introduced the car to the channel, so we'll go over it quickly before we start pulling it apart. Motor, stock, it's factory XR6 5-speed manual. Yeah, motor completely stock. It's just got extractors on it, 2.5 inch exhaust, and a pod filter, and it will have 1000cc injectors very soon. That's pretty much it for the engine bay. I've done braided the brake lines for the front. Trying to keep this car simple and easy. At the end of the day, I want it to be the backup drift car after I build another one. So yeah, long-term drift car sort of thing, backup, but for now it is the 2025 season car. Got some Enki wheels for it. It is Series 1, so I've done the Series 3 brake upgrade, modded knuckles. It does have HSD coilovers. Ride seats. It's got a AGI roll cage with just some homemade door bars. I stole the steering wheel off it the other day for my daily driver, so we need to get another one of those. Just eBay hydraulic handbrake, 4-speed gearbox because I didn't want to destroy the T5. I thought I'd rather put $150 4-speed in it and sell the T5. 3-4-5 diff ratios, but that's factory, so not really an upgrade. Surge tank in the boot, nice tidy little setup with a couple of relays mounted up on the rear firewall there. Battery relocated to the boot, and that's pretty much it. All that I can think of off the top of my head. I wanted to keep this car as simple as possible, so at the end of the day, when I do have another drift car that's a little bit more competitive than an NAAU, this can just be a good backup, or just throw the keys to any of the boys and say go for it. I've got spare doors, guards, rear quarters, a whole another spare shell, so yeah, if it gets destroyed, it doesn't really matter.
To the beat.
There we go, got the old clutch and flywheel out of the car. They've all definitely seen better days. I've already had a flywheel machined up, just one I had sitting around. Harbro Engineering, Shannon, he was an absolute legend to deal with. I took this there, told him I needed it back in a week, and he called me within 24 hours saying that I could go pick it up. So that's awesome. Cheers to them guys for getting that done. And we have new clutch here, just a extreme, oh, nothing on there, extreme heavy duty clutch kit. So the pressure plate, throw out bearing, there's a release, a spigot bearing there, alignment tool, nice and cheap. So we will start putting that back together. I did notice on my clutch fork where these tags are, where the throw out bearing locks into, they're just destroyed. So I've got a spare one here. I'll rip that off that bell housing and put it in mine. Alright, so we've got all the new clutch, flywheel, clutch cable, all that's in, gearbox is back in, it's all working perfect. It's got the 4-speed box in it and all the bushes have flogged out in the selector, so we'll have to get a new one of those, but works for now and it'll do what we need it to do. Got some smashed headlights here, so I have bought some new headlights to chuck in it. Here's the new headlights, they're just eBay ones, LEDs. We'll get these done and then I've got to put some bushes in the rear end.
Oh, you got the juice on your t-shirt. What the fuck?
Nice. Sit, bro. Oof. Oh, there's more at the bottom. Yep. Perfect. Alright.
Beautiful.
Time to throw them back in the car. That ain't it.
What's the planie?
Gonna put a UHF in, gonna mount it under the guard. So the antenna's hopefully poking out the factory antenna hole. Should be good. Fucking not even attached at this point.
Right, Jason, what's your big bunda?
I think they call that factory
How good's that? That is so good. UHF install.
It's done.
I might still see if we can get the short one.
Yeah.
I might just leave the bolts out.
Yeah.
I'll find the short antenna.
See what the short one's
And it might just poke out that little bit. That'd be awesome. But that there's still fine. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's real cool. I'm so happy with that. That's awesome.
So, while you were out of the car,
Yeah.
I noticed something.
What?
Did you glue that one up at
What?
The hole.
Yeah.
What's that for? What was happening?
The tail shaft was hitting on the floor because the car was too low, but it's not even that low, so I feel like there's just poor engineering on fourth bar.
Yeah.
So
So, cut a hole, fix it.
we'll just re-engineer it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Just make them all like that, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still not low enough.
But it can go lower now, I'm guessing.
That's right.
Yeah.
It can go lower.
So, if you want your car lower, just cut a hole where your tail shaft is.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I did try bashing the floor. I tried to do it sort of properly, but the axe went through the floor. So it's been a couple of days now since the footage you just seen. Things got pretty full on here the other night. Just heaps of people around, heaps of hands on deck. The next day I ended up getting back out here and servicing the car and doing a couple other little bits and pieces to it. So this is going on the dyno just to see what sort of power it makes as it is. It's only doing 3, I guess you could call them power runs. 3 runs on the dyno. We won't put the power part in there. I don't think it's going to make too much. So yeah, 3 runs on the dyno just to see how much it's making as it is. And then I am going to put a Haltech 750 in it, 1000cc injectors, and then get it tuned on E85 just to see what the difference is. I've got all the bits just sitting around at home, so I thought why not throw them in a car and use them and see if we can get the Falcon making a little bit more power for this year's drift season. Alright guys, down here at Falcon's Mechanical. Let's see how much power she makes. So we're back home from Pokey's Mechanical and Performance now. First of all, I'd just like to say thank you to Pokey and the boys there. Having me and the Falcon in and on the dyno, it was awesome. Just good to see what sort of power a Falcon makes with almost 420,000 Ks. It's a very smoky engine, as you would have seen earlier in the video. So we all know it's not the healthiest, especially with the way I treat things. We did end up making 137 kilowatts, 275 Newton meters of torque, which I didn't even think we'd see 120. So I can't complain with that, but very soon we will be making a little bit more power. I'd also like to say thank you to all the boys that helped me out getting the car ready for the dyno the other day. And thank you to all you guys watching the video. Sorry, it has been about a year since I put anything out from out in the garage, but I promise I will stay on YouTube, stay consistent now. I don't know how regularly I'll be uploading, but hopefully at least every fortnight. But yeah, stay tuned. And I'll see you again when the Falcon's getting ready to make more power.